Just gonna check. You can ask that question.
So we're waiting.
We're waiting
for live.
So, hi everyone, welcome to the East versus West podcast. We have Carolina Pettersson and Dimitrina Petrova that will have a world title match, best out of 7 matches in minus 60 kilos. How are you girls?
Fine, very good, thank you.
Good, I couldn't hear Dimitrina. I don't know if the sound is... Good. Perfect. We were talking before we were live about the weather in Sweden, if it's cold.
It's perfect for preparations, you know, when it's like hot outside, you get so tired and you don't eat and everything. So this is like good preparation weather.
How's the weather in Bulgaria?
The same, actually.
Same.
Perfect for preparation, whole year.
No, you have these like summers where you can't train, you will have to rest, then go to the beach and stuff, right?
No beach this year.
Only training.
Yes, no time.
So do you have somebody special? Oh, we have Fia Reisek here too, and Krasi. Krasi will be the translator of Dimitrina when she needs it. She's good in English, we know
Did you
this.
And I'm Karo's translator too. If
If needed.
if that will be needed, I will translate.
Have you two ever met at a competition?
Yes.
Yes.
Last year World Championships, WAF.
And Dimitrina, do you want to answer how it went?
No. Caro, maybe.
Kava needs to say her excuses.
My excuses was actually not any excuses, but it was like 2 years into my comeback to arm wrestling, so I think that I might be better now, but it was definitely like that day Dimitrina was definitely better.
She said it was my first year after my comeback, so
Okay, but wait. How long was your break?
2 years.
2 years.
Mine was 9 years.
Okay, you win now. And this you win. Yeah.
Yeah. So how did that match go? Did you meet both in the tournament and in the finals, or did you just meet once?
Twice.
And
In
how did the match go? Was it hard, or was it easy?
Qualification was hard for me, but the final I was better.
And I agree. From my experience or from my like perception of it, Dimitrina had to work a bit to get to her position. So she had to work with some rowing and like getting inside properly, and that was probably a bit harder for her in the qualification, and then in the final she did a better work, but I also think that I did like the wrong adjustments to the final, so maybe learning moment for me.
Have you used that experience now when you have been training, Carol?
Yes, a bit. Like also, I have changed a lot in my training, and I took help from Janice when the match was set, because previously I have been like training not so specific for arm wrestling, just like very much general training, like squats and deadlifts and weightlifting and power, yeah, stuff like that, and then some curls, you know. But now I changed it completely. So and yeah, of course I have thought about like mistakes that I did, or not mistakes, but other ways to adjust.
How strong, Dimitrina, do you think Karu can get this past year that have went, that she have been training especially for you? How much stronger or better do you think she is now?
I have no idea.
Do you think you can get, like, how much better do you think that you can get?
Depends if she's still clean or not.
If I'm still
At the world, she's clean. I mean, doping free. If she is still clean, the improvement cannot be so significant.
I will tell you something about doping in Sweden. We get tested on our practices. On every competition that we go to, the doping, we are very against doping in Sweden. I don't think any girls ever had been caught in doping, and we have been in the sport for so long. So
that's great.
I think
I don't think we
like,
have had a professional guy either testing positive.
that's the issue. Right.
Huh?
No, just kidding.
It should be like this in every country, actually.
yes,
And
even East versus West should be a doping test event.
I agree.
yeah.
But do you think that, like, if I started using, you would probably, I think it would, like, you could tell. I don't know.
Depends if you stay in the same category. I don't know.
Okay.
I have a
No, but
question.
it's very controlled, like in Sweden, and also on a cultural level. It is not like we don't accept it. So
I think also because in Sweden you don't win anything. If you win the Worlds or if you win the Europeans, you don't get anything. Like nobody's standing on our streets and like giving us houses or money. We pay everything on our own. So yeah, and we consider it really cheating. So I would be very disappointed at anyone in Sweden or everywhere, of course, but especially Sweden, if they got caught with doping, because we are very much against it. And also back in the day, it was us women who made us come into the sports federation in Sweden, just because we wanted to be tested in for doping. So how is it in Bulgaria? Is it different to Sweden?
It's different. The most important difference is that here in Bulgaria, we get money from the government when we win Europeans and World. That makes a huge difference for us. Because if you live in a small town like we do, you can live from this money.
Yeah.
If you live in the capital, this money will not be enough. But if you live in a small town and you're European World Champion every year, you can live from this.
that's nice.
So
you deserve it.
And about the doping, there are some people that are using it, not that much, maybe 10-15% of the people, but most of the people are also against it.
Yeah.
But there are some people who are using it.
Yeah. So
but about getting stronger and so on, I heard a rumor that Dimitrina has gotten better to get into the hook position.
We didn't understand the question.
I heard like someone came to me and said to me, you know what? I have heard that Dimitrina is better now to get into the hook position than she was before. Like she improved that a lot. Is that
Yes,
something?
a lot, not, but maybe it's better than for last championship.
Maybe a little bit better, but
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not true. Good?
50-50.
maybe better, but it cannot be a huge difference because she's
Okay.
clean as well. So
Правда, никогда
there
не
should, yes, she's doing this for so many years that maybe there is improvement, but it's maybe 2-3%, 5% maximum.
But my wrist is better.
Yes, her wrist is a little bit better.
How have you trained your wrist to get stronger?
She is doing 95% of the time table time, and from time to time, let's say twice in the week, she tries on the pulley how much she can press, and she tries sometimes with the wrist, with the hand over the wrist, how much kilo she can lift.
Does she also does those holds? Do you do them, Dimitrina? Those like the one arm holds?
What I do?
No,
No,
what
she
do?
she does something something similar. She does something similar, yes. Actually.
Carol, when you went to the World Championships, you went up to minus 65 kilos. Was that because Dimitrina was in minus 60 kilos?
Good question.
Yeah, we heard somewhere. We don't know if it was Voice of Armwrestling or somewhere they said that you did it on purpose to avoid Dimitrina.
Yeah.
Was it so to save yourself for this match, or how did you?
Yeah, because I know Janis and Ray talked about it in their like YouTube video, and they speculated like maybe Carol didn't want to pull Dimitrina, and actually we were 3 girls from Sweden who normally go to 60 kilo category, so it was like, oh, so someone has to go into 65, and I saw pros and cons with going into 65, and one of the pros was then I don't have to pull Dimitrina at WAF, and I think that she is the toughest opponent on the right arm under 65 kilo. That is like no question. I think that you are the toughest one to meet. But I also think like in 65, I didn't know that Santa wouldn't be there. Rebecca Martin Kovikova didn't go, but still we had like Oksana Pismenkaya, who won last year, and we had Akmaral, who is always taking medals, and S Manur, other girls. So it's not like it. I think there are many good names on right arm, but there's Dimitrina is still another level. So I was like, I can go in 65. It can feel good also because then you take away a bit of pressure and you just go like you can hit upwards, you know, like I will do in this match. Like you are a bit underdog, a bit lighter, so you don't have the same pressure, and also we don't have this like that we get any money for it, so it doesn't matter in that way. I was just like, I tried at Europeans, it went well, and I figured I could do it for the worlds also. So it was one of the reasons that I went to 65, but I could have gone to 60 also. If we were only 2 girls who wanted to go there, I would have been in 60.
So if you have went to 60 kilo at the Worlds, and you lost against Dimitrina in final. How would that affect this opportunity to have this question about a super fight like months after?
I don't think maybe we wouldn't have a super fight if we already met like 1 month ago, right? Or 2 months ago, right? If it
Yes,
wasn't
exactly.
super, if it was, it depends. If it was a tight fight, then probably it would still be a set match. Or what do you guys think?
So anyway, I think this is much more interesting to do it, that you have left the question open for a whole year and improved, and you have not like you have not felt each other for so long, and I think it makes this much more interesting.
Dimitrina, what do you think about having Caro in this fight? Will it be a tougher challenge than Ayane, or how do you think?
Naya.
Be honest.
She says that Ayane's style of pulling is very hard for Dimitrina. She attacks exactly where Dimitrina is not that strong, and she hopes that this match will be easier for her, but let's see.
I think that Dimitrina is like a bad fit for me. So, but were you surprised that Ayane could beat you on inside as well? Like, because she did, right? One match.
The thing is that we wanted the straps, because even though the match was semi hook, still Ayane was putting too much pressure in Dimitrina's wrist, and if Ayane did that in the straps, then would mean a lot more. But out of the straps, me and Dimitrina were still wondering what would happen if the straps were applied. So we cannot say actually how strong Ayane was inside, because she was very strong to the side. Her side pressure was super strong. But we were wondering what would happen with the straps.
Dimitrina, do you think that you are the favorite in this match? Like Caro said that she felt like the underdog.
Yes, maybe.
And how does that? Sorry.
She feels the favorite, but she never underestimates anyone.
But do you like to be the favorite?
No,
No.
I prefer underdog.
Yeah, me too. Fia, what do you think about this match?
It's so hard to predict, just because it's like I said, it's so interesting because Caro have not let Dimitrina feel her her improvement for so long, and also I think Caro was hurt not long ago before they met 1 year ago. She and also that affecting her performance then, so I'm super excited. I'm always saying that in every match, but this will be very interesting, and also because I know how much this means for Caro to get this match. She have been waiting for this for so long after she healed up. And
Are you train together?
If they
Sorry?
train
Do you
together,
train together?
no, no one.
Yes, all of you. Are you training
No.
sometimes together?
yeah, sometimes.
Why?
Sometimes we live in different parts of Sweden. So I live in Stockholm. I don't know where Caro lives. Your place. I don't remember. She never invites me to her house. She had been in my house so many times, and also Fia. No, but sometimes we do, and we went to Riga together. Was it 3 weeks ago or 4? Yeah. So that happens.
And can you say that Caro has improved?
She has improved. I know this, but the funny part was we were going to Riga because Caro was gonna have this match with you, and we were discussing where should we meet up. We can meet up somewhere in Sweden, and then we were like, okay, we can go to Riga and we can train her, but I didn't touch her. I didn't arm wrestle her at all. But I know that Caro has become a lot stronger. I can see the improvement from 1 year ago until now.
How you can see this?
How do you see this?
More, I can see that she has more
Instagram photos.
Everybody.
No, but in her strength and how she pulls, I think that she is more secure now, and she's, I don't know, she has more control when she's pulling. I think we have a question here from the chat. So, question for both. Hi, Edwin. Do they think the super match format favors themselves or their opponent most? Did you understand the question?
Дали мислиш, че тя супер матча и по-добре за тебе или за нея?
Що за нея?
Заради повече изградилост?
Дали са повече.
Защо за нея?
Лекота се залепихме долу. Мисля, че тя предпочита сперма.
Кой е логика?
Еми,
Dimitrina is not sure actually what if it's better or not. She believes that she may have more endurance, but she's not sure if the super match is better format or tournament is better.
I think that I may have more endurance. I think it favors me, and also like if I am a bit underdog, like there will be time to learn and make adjustments, and that could be in my favor also.
How often do you pull on the table?
Once every second week.
Okay. Dimitrina is pulling 3-4 hours a day.
Okay, that could have an effect on her endurance. But did she ever have a 1 hour long super match?
If she ever had what?
A 1 hour long super match. 1 hour. Lasting for 1 hour.
No, actually.
So do you pull, like if you pull, you don't pull like fast sets and then rest? You pull like endurance for endurance?
Not actually. Most of the time she pulls to gain strength. She pulls with junior boys, and they let her pull, and they slowly beat her.
How is your training when you practice arm wrestling, Caro? How does it look in Sweden? Is it well organized?
I think mostly it's not, but the place where I practice in it's a club here. They are called SIF, and they are very they are nerds, you know,
Nerds.
like arm wrestling nerds. So they watched every video that Krasi has put on YouTube, every video that Janis has put, every Travis, like everybody, and they are just so they have a lot of knowledge from like from watching your videos. So they will be like, okay, the Bulgarians, they train like this, you have to do like that, and Dimitrina, she burns like this. So they are super helpful.
And you are listening to them?
So
Of course.
You're listening to, I love Sif. If you're watching this, I love you guys. But so you're saying that there is a bunch of nerds where you live, and they have watched a lot of videos. So therefore,
6,000 hours of Travis. That's what they have watched. Yeah. Oh, so continue.
we will see. We will see if that works out. No, but have you seen, like, now when arm wrestling is so mainstream, and now when East versus West have grown so big, have you noticed anything, Dimitrina, that arm wrestling is growing in Bulgaria from YouTube and watching all these videos?
Противник нас в България развива ли се от това? Искат да бъде основа. Дали е повече? България на ниво. Развива ли се повече? Maybe we see some growth. Just right now in Bulgaria, we have 2 federations, and we cannot see so many competitors in each class, but we can see some growth. Actually, I can say that about 20 years ago, arm wrestling in Bulgaria was more popular because we had professional arm wrestling league back then in Bulgaria. There were eight rounds in the year, and best 8 competitors in Bulgaria were pulling there, left and right, everybody versus everybody. And back then, the winner for first place, the first year, Miroslav Ivanov took a car. The prize money at the end of the year was car. After that, for the next 3 or 5 years, the winner was taking a piece of gold, pure gold. Yes, and there were a lot of money in that competitions, and they were showing this on the TV. Almost every day they were showing on our sports channel, Ring BG. They were showing arm wrestling, and back then arm wrestling was more popular in Bulgaria
than it is now.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, because everybody is watching TV. Not everyone is watching arm wrestling videos on YouTube, but everyone is watching TV. And maybe right now there are more competitors, but for example, if I walk on the street, and back then there were more people recognizing me than now.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a bit sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a bit sad. But in the rest of the world, you're more known now.
It's true. Yes. For the nerds, you're super well known.
Karo, have you and Fia, do you see anything that the sport has grown from social media now and from East versus West in Sweden?
Very much, I would say. I had this young boy that's started like last Thursday. So he just came to the club this one time, and he wanted to try arm wrestling. And then I just said to him that he was very shy, didn't say much. So after the practice, I said, on Sundays we will do like a different type of training here. We will do like arm wrestling specific strength training. And he was like, I already do. He was like 11 years old. And he said, I already do that 3 times a week. I've been watching YouTube. I have all these handles, everything. And so it was his first time trying arm wrestling on a table, but he already knew like everybody, all the ways to train at home, everything. And it's it's like also different now is that people are not asking anymore like, oh, arm wrestling, can you compete in that? Is that a real sport? It's like now they know that this is arm wrestling.
Generally, they are like, oh, I have seen Devon on YouTube. That's what they will say. But also, I also met these mostly guys who are like, okay, I've been watching arm wrestling on YouTube for 2 years, and now I decided that I want to try it out. So it's good.
Yeah.
Let's hope someday we reach the Olympics.
Yes, let's hope.
Yes. But I think right now we are split in IFA and WAF too. I think we should just come together and be great again.
Of course.
So Dimitrina, what do you think about the other women's match, Brigitta and Irina Gladkaya?
I have no idea. I didn't see Gladkaya from a long time in a big competition. I don't have idea. I don't have idea how strong she is.
What do you think?
Yeah. What do you think, Karo?
Oi.
I think because I pulled Brigitte once in Swiss Open and on the right arm, and I won. I think maybe I don't think Gladkaya still looks like she's in good shape, like explosive. You can see her pull in Russia, and it looks like she. I don't know, just like by watching, like she still has pretty good power. So I think maybe she will actually take the win, but I don't know.
Yeah, I talked to them the other day, and we were talking about the match where you won, Carol, and she said that she was not mentally like focused, and also that it was very late in the evening. It was late for everyone, right? Because your competition was until 3 o'clock in the morning. But she is struggling with being in the zone when she goes up on the table. But you two doesn't seem like your mental strength needs to be improved. When you two go up on, when I can see you on when you're competing, you look so confident, both of you. Is that true?
Yeah, mostly for me at least. Like it's very deterministic. Like you have trained, you have done everything that you can do, and if you're the best, you will win. If you're not the best, you will lose probably. So that's how I feel. But I feel like Dimitrina, you look sometimes like a bit unbothered. Like you're not very expressive.
Yes, she's worried, but inside she doesn't show it.
Poker face. Smart.
But Dimitrina, do you ever get too nervous when you go up? Or when you go up, are you always feeling that you can do the best?
Every time it's different.
Even when she's nervous, most of the people in the crowd will not understand.
That's a good thing.
Who do you consider, like if not Ayane, who do you consider to be like your toughest opponent that you have? If yeah.
I think
Except
Esra.
from her. Esra?
Yes.
Yes, because she beat you inside, right? And you had to.
Yes.
From outside. That's true. But Oh, then she was 60, right?
Yes.
Mm.
She's
So we
very
have
good when you put her. She's very good, but her wrist and her move is not so good for top.
And also she's a bit shorter, so maybe you can.
But she's very strong. It's not a problem.
Okay. And what about your left? When will you start pulling left?
What?
Leva.
Maybe never.
Maybe never. Okay.
I have a question here. Ladies, what are your thoughts on the new Queen of the Table promotion?
I didn't hear anything about it.
We also don't know what is this.
Now you know.
Who said that?
Todd and Oleg's love child. It says. Anyway, yeah. But you haven't heard anything about the Queen of the Table
No.
instead
No.
of King of the Table. No,
So tell us
No.
what you can tell us about it.
I can't tell any. I just heard that there will be, for me, what I know about it, it's that they will also have Queen on the of the Table, the same as they have a King of the Table. So it will be matches with the women on the same tournament.
That sounds good.
If they do, it will be amazing.
Yeah, so good. Dimitrina, what do you think that Karo has for weaknesses? What is her weaknesses?
0.
Side pressure, maybe. I hope side pressure.
You hope.
Dimitrina hopes Caro lacks side pressure.
You can say this now because it's only like 1 week before you go, so she can train more side pressure now. What do you say, Caro?
I think that side pressure might not be my strongest move, but I have improved a lot in like different techniques, like the past year. I have learned to use different movements and like apply them on table. So at least that is something.
Caro, what do you weigh right now?
I think like 61.
Good.
Yeah. And what do you weigh, Dimitrina?
60, some days
60.5?
60, 61.
Okay, so you also generally you're above 60, like off season.
Yes.
But not like 62, 63. You stay around 61. Okay.
So, Caro, what do you think about Dimitrina's weaknesses?
I mean, like the thing is that she is great. Like when she gets to her position, she is great sideways, and she can also pull top roll. I wouldn't say like she has a weakness, and I agree with their previous statement, like that Ajane, like she did pull without strap sideways, and she got through. She enabled you to get into your side position that you prefer, and like I don't think I can do what she did, so I have to think of other ways. That's what I can say.
Yeah, we have one question here too from Sergey Maher. Sorry for the pronunciation. Can you ask Carolina if she has any less power at 60 kilos? But you didn't weigh that much over 60, do you?
I weighed like 63. About 63 is my top weight. But when I weighed in for Europeans and the World Championships, I weighed like 62 point something with clothing on. But I don't know, because the only time I gained this weight during the previous year. So the only time I went down was for the match, my previous East versus West match with Olga Terpelova. And since I don't know like much about her shape right now and so on, I can't tell if I got weaker. It's hard to say, but I hope not. And I think like a few kilos shouldn't make a difference.
Yeah. Do you have any questions to each other?
I already asked like some. No, nothing else right now. Maybe like if there are other matches that you are excited about on the card, like just general. Like, do you have any match that you look forward to at the card?
You're asking Dimitrina, Kara?
Yes.
Or anyone who wants to mention.
She says that there are many great matches with her.
Yeah, I especially, this is my favorite match of the day, of course. For me, it's I can compare with you girls, which I can't with the men. So for me, it's more interesting with female matches. It will be fun with Irina and Ivanfi. It will just be fun to watch them, but I think this match will be more intense, and also you don't know how this match will end. And you two are really great arm wrestlers. Like you are good at arm wrestling. It's fun to watch you arm wrestle. It's not like going out like this, or you can arm wrestle. So that will be. This is
what if we go like this? Then we will have to
be ashamed of yourself. Yeah.
But Malin, which is your favorite match of the men's? Like on the rest of the card?
I don't have a favorite one.
Okay.
Which one is yours?
Oh, there are like several I'm looking forward to, like Ivan Matushenko and Alishan. Like that is major match. I think it will be fun to see Daniil Ustinov, because you know he's like big on Instagram and also like winning titles and so on. So it will be fun to see him pulled in East versus West. I'm looking forward to also seeing Betkili and Oleg Shok. I think that one is like really interesting, and if Betkili can win, it will be like major. So those might be like.
Those are also my favorites. Why did you pick my favorites?
And like it's also fun to see these like Turkish guys. I don't know them so well. The one who's pulling Makarov, and like because I don't have like a history record of them or something. So it will be fun to see where they're at.
Do you
Yeah.
know the order of the matches? Have you heard what order you have? No.
I think it might be the same as like how they presented the card, or what do you guys think? So we will be like a fifth match or something.
Mhm.
I think
They
so.
will say in the last stages.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna check the chat. I can't see any questions. Maybe somebody, I have bad eyes too. It's a small mobile. Is there anything else that anybody will? What, I have a question. A good question. This is very interesting, especially for this match. Me and Fia will have a match in February. What do you think about that match?
Left arm.
No, right.
No, not
Right.
left arm. Then Malin will lose. She sucks on her left. No, I'm kidding. She's good. Okay, Dimitrina and Krasi. Krasi, you can start. Or Dimitrina can start.
I don't know what to say actually.
Do you know how good Malin is? Like, because she has been like not pulling a lot of international tournaments lately.
They don't know as much as I don't know about the men's arm
Yeah.
wrestling.
From what I have seen, I believe that Malin has the edge out of the straps. With the straps, maybe he has the edge. I am not sure.
That's a good
Really good.
observation. I think that like Fia also, like like the past year, you reached another level. You're like constantly reaching new levels, even how long you're in the sport. But I think that Malin might be like, she's heavier also. What weight limit will you have?
Minus
It will
80.
be minus 80, yeah.
80, okay.
And I weigh right now 76.
I think Krasi is onto something, like.
I think so too. Anyway, do you have any more questions to each other or Fia? Otherwise, I think we can wrap this up. We can wrap it up.
Thank you, girls. I wish I could be there and see you live, but unfortunately I can't. I have to sit home and watch. But good luck to you, and I hope it will be a war.
Yeah, and I will be there with you, so it will be awesome to see it live. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being on the show. It was great talking to you. And thank you, everybody who has been watching. See you soon.
See you soon.
All the best.